Hello YouTube, it's PH Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video I'll be giving you my thoughts and feelings of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. This will be my full review of the game. It is the campaign only, but before we get into the video, let me know your thoughts below. Have you played the original game, or are you going to be jumping back into this game that was recently released? But with that being said, let's jump into my full review of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, the campaign only. As you boot up Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for the first time, you are greeted with one of the most iconic gaming soundtracks of all time. The music alone, which has itself been upgraded, sent shivers down my spine, and I was instantly transported back to 2009, and all the memories of the original game came flooding back. Right from the start, you are greeted to a warning message letting you know that you can skip no Russian, which in my opinion is one of the most controversial missions in Call of Duty history. In that mission you play as a Russian Special Forces officer, and what happens next is horrendous. Back in 2009 it garnered a lot of rightly deserved calls to ban the game, and to this day the original Modern Warfare 2 and this remaster of the campaign is still banned in Russia today. That being said, the campaign as a whole is absolutely tremendous. It takes place in a variety of different locations throughout the world, such as in a Brazilian favela, in a war-torn America, and even in a harsh sandy cave system. However, these locations are a true and stark reminder of the real brutalities of war. But what underpins everything in the campaign is a sense of camaraderie with your fellow teammates as you are faced with life and death situations, which add to the overall tense but rewarding missions that await in the campaign. In one such mission, halfway through the campaign, you are tasked to infiltrate an oil rig and rescue hostages. This is where the game ramps up the tension as you have to breach and clear rooms full of enemies, bearing in mind that one wrong move could spell disaster for the hostages inside. But the missions I like the most are the ones with Captain Price, who is one of the main characters in the game and returns as a fan favourite in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. The missions are few and far between, but I feel right back at home when Captain Price is leading the charge through fantastic stealth sections or just being on screen, as these missions in particular make COD what it is. I can't quite put my finger on why Captain Price missions or segments in the campaign are so enjoyable, but to me they just are, and they are a staple of what makes COD great. I really do enjoy the Call of Duty campaigns, as well as the beautifully remastered graphics, lighting and action set pieces that have been updated for a modern day audience. So too have the trophies of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. A lot of the original trophies have returned, such as beating the campaign on any difficulty and the infamous veteran difficulty playthrough, which is a lot more doable if you take it nice and slow, as well as collecting all the enemy intel, which are scattered throughout all the missions of the game. However, since it's just the campaign that has been released this time round, the trophies relating to the game's third node, Spec Ops, have been scrapped and replaced with more campaign trophies. The two trophies in this game that have made this platinum more challenging in my opinion from the original game is a silver trophy called The Student Surpasses the Master. For this trophy you have to complete the pit, the game's training course or tutorial as it were, on the first mission in under 19.7 seconds. This is the time set by Beanox, who are the ones we have to thank for this beautifully remastered campaign. But that being said, this trophy is one of the most difficult trophies in the entire game, and quite possibly in my opinion in the entire Call of Duty franchise. I spent the first 4 days of the game's release and countless hours trying to beat this game. My thumbs were sore and indented with the analog sticks, but after sheer determination I finally beat the game with my own time of 19.35 seconds, and I was absolutely delighted. The second trophy is a gold trophy called Immortal, in which you have to beat the entire game without dying or reloading from a checkpoint on any difficulty. What made this trophy difficult was every time you died in a mission, shot your teammates or any civilian, or failed a time sequence in the campaign, you had to restart the mission from the very beginning, as reloading a previous checkpoint voided the trophy, which was an absolute pain, as unless you kept a tally of the missions you completed perfectly, there was no way of telling which missions counted and which ones didn't. Personally, I had to replay several missions again after the end credits to be awarded with the Immortal trophy and eventually in time the Platinum. My advice is to replay any mission that you died a lot in or heard your teammates shout "friendly fire" on recruit difficulty difficulty, the game's easiest mode. But that being said, this game was an enjoyable but challenging platinum, and one I recommend for fans of the series or even newcomers to the game that want to experience what Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 really had to offer. Overall, the campaign was a blast to play and experience again, and I enjoyed every second of it. I really can't wait to see what's next and hope they bring out Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer, but for now we can only wait and see. So that was my Modern Warfare 2 Remastered review. As always, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Did you play the game back in 2009, or is this your first experience of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? That's the end of today's video. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PH Gaming Scotland, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed, guys. Bye bye.